Imagine if some of that autopsy photos got out, some video.
Well, I'm talking to the doctors, and I can tell you right now that the doctors all talk to each other. And there were doctors that shot video of that creature. I guarantee it. I know that for a fact.
And no one controlled that video? No one stopped them from doing that? No one
Apparently the doctors were
confiscated it?
left alone in the room for a while with this thing. And here's something that I really want to put out there. Hopefully this gets translated into Portuguese and the people of Brazil will hear this. The doctors that were written about in Dr. Roger Leir's book, one of my biggest regrets, I was filming in Los Angeles, 2013. I was covering the Rua Zimbabwe case, and I had flown in all these witnesses with the help of this guy, Randall Nickerson. I'd flown on all these witnesses to the landing case that happened in Africa as adults. And I was doing this really intense shoot down there. I had Kim Arnold, the daughter of Kenneth Arnold. So when Paula Harris helped me lock that one, it was a nightmare trying to get her on camera. And I just had so much going on. And meanwhile, I'm getting phone calls from this guy, Roger Leir, Dr. Roger Leir, and he's going, I understand you're investigating Varginha. You got to get me on camera. You got to get me on camera. And I kept saying, I will, I'll try. And I ended up, he got really upset with me. And he's like, well, if you're not going to get me on camera, I said, it's not that I don't want to get you on camera, Roger. I said, I'm so busy right now. He goes, well, what he didn't tell me was I've got cancer and I'm dying. And please get me on camera because there's aspects of the story that you need to know that I know. So anyway, he died. He gives me these tapes and then he dies. I sent the tapes back to him and then he died. And I got his book too. And I was reading his book when I'm putting the film together. And in the book, it's basically a transcription of all the tapes that I have. I could see that because I have the tapes. And he's got a professional translator, and he's got this guy, Dr Rodriguez, going around the countryside with him and introducing all these witnesses. And it's all on camera, except the meeting with, according to his book, that took place in the Humanitas hospital with 2 doctors. I couldn't validate this, and I didn't put it in the movie. But if there's 2 doctors who are listening to this, apparently the creature was alive. The one that Marco Chirizi brought into Humanitas Hospital was alive. And according to Dr. Roger Leir's book, everything else was accurate. I can't say if this was accurate or not, but he put it in his book, so I'm assuming that it is. And Ubadajara won't talk about it. He's a witness. There were 2 doctors that claimed telepathic communication with the live entity. And that's in his book. Now, I'm not telling your audience that that's true. I'm telling your audience that it might be true. We know that that entity, that creature, that being, that ET, whatever you want to call it, went to Humanitas Hospital. We know that because we have testimony from the people that took it there. We have testimony from people on the inside that claimed it was there. But we don't have any testimony from the doctors that claimed there was a telepathic communication.
Do they talk at all about what it said?
It said that they felt sorry for the human species, not realizing their potential of who they really are. Like they're not. We don't realize as a race who we really are. That's what they said. It's in his book. So anyway,
what did they mean by that?
That we don't recognize. I mean, I'm not quite sure. I guess that we don't recognize the potential that we have as human beings, who we really are. I'm not sure what they meant exactly, more than that. But if Dr Rodriguez is listening to this, please come forward and tell me who those doctors are. If the doctors are listening to this, they're still alive. What does it take? What will it take to get you to come forward? Anything. Just tell me what it takes. And I can tell people to contact me at my Twitter. I guess that's the best way to tell them, right? At James C. Fox. Is that?
Yeah.
Would that be the best way to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm not going to give up my email.
Don't give out
No,
your email.
I'm not going to do that. But
Let
that's what
Twitter sort it out.
I want people to know about this case, and I want people to know that this is an ongoing investigation. This is not solved. This is an ongoing investigation. It's something that we could all hopefully unite and really push to get answers, both on the U.S. side and in the Brazil side. We have a lot more answers in Brazil. We've got not a lot going on. I know that Leslie Kane is pushing. She's contacting some of her people on the inside that have indicated that it did happen.